Hi everyone, I'm Teresa, and this is the 5th day that I'm in school this week. And today I'm going to read you Chapter 12 of Amelia and Bedelia Dances Off, Book 8. Chapter 12, Birds of a Feather Dance Together. On the Saturday of the recital, Amelia and Bedelia's father dropped her off at Donna's school dance early. She had misplaced the sock Gracie had given her for her bun, so she had grabbed a single sock from the laundry room. "Hold it. Where did you find my sock?" her dad said as she was getting out of the car. "This looks like a baby chick. Question marks. And a sock." "It was in the laundry room where Mom keeps all the lost socks," said Amelia and Bedelia. "Well, the other one is in my sock drawer," said her father. "Thanks for finding it, honey. It's my favorite." Amelia and Bedelia's father grabbed his sock, gave Amelia and Bedelia a quick kiss, and drove off. Amelia and Bedelia was happy to help, but now she had no way to put up her hair. She couldn't ask Gracie for another sock. That would be embarrassing. How could she make her a bun? She searched through her backpack and discovered the perfect thing. It was a bagel she had forgotten to eat. She used her finger to enlarge the hole in the center, pushed her hair through it, and used bobby pins to secure the ends. "Perfect," said Amelia and Bedelia. "No one would guess that my bun is a bagel." Aunt Wanda and the dancers set up chairs around the edge of Studio One. The audience grew quickly. Bob and Louis Quinn and their friends arrived on a bus. A few minutes after they came in, the bus driver walked in too. Donna zoomed in on her own chair, a wheelchair. She had her leg propped up in a cast. She parked next to Madame Dansova. This is someone in a bus. This is the keychain. This is bagels. And this is scrunchie. And some kind of cream or something. And these are all bobby pins. And this is Amelia and Bedelia putting her hair through the bagel, which is food. The Espanas came, and the break dancers came, and so did the Celtic Club and the Polonese Society troops. And of course, there were parents, grandparents, and brothers, and sisters, and baby sisters. Finally, it was time for the recital to begin. "Thank you for coming out to support our kids," said Wanda. "They have done a terrific job learning all sorts of dances from various countries and cultures. They put this show together in honor of their teacher, Donna." Everyone clapped as Donna spun her wheelchair around. "I will tell them to break a leg, but I beat them to it," she said, smiling. "Break a leg?" whispered Amelia and Bedelia to Brad. He lifted his eyebrow and shrugged his shoulders. But then the audience laughed, so Amelia and Bedelia decided it must be okay. Willow danced the first dance. She had hung up a roll of paper as tall as she was and put piles of paint and paintbrushes on the floor beneath it. The music started, and so did Willow. As a jazz saxophone solo played, Willow began a modern dance. Moving back and forth in front of the paper, she picked up brushes, dabbing paint here and there. When the music finished, so had she. "Hey," said Bill, "I can see a guy playing a saxophone." This is Amelia and Bedelia telling Brad to break a leg. And Amelia and Bedelia is thinking, actually break a leg. This is a saxophone, And this is Dawn on her wheelchair. Sure enough, Willow had managed to paint an abstract portrait of a saxophonist. The applause grew louder and Willow bowed deeply. Brad then put on hip-hop music and danced some break dance moves that he had adapted to his skateboard routine. He spun, leaped, zoomed, and rolled around the studio. His dance earned some oohs and ahs and lots of applause from the audience. While he bowed, hip-hop was replaced by Hawaiian music, and Amelia, Bedelia, Alexandra, Gracie, and Willow entered the studio. They swayed from side to side, waving long pieces of blue fabric along the floor. They looked just like the ocean. Alex appeared wearing a grass skirt. He set up a big cardboard palm tree that had been painted brown and green. Then he leaned against it, strumming a ukulele. When he put his hand to his brow to look over the waves, the music changed to Scottish bagpipes, and Brad returned skateboarding between the waves. It looked exactly as though he was surfing, except that he wore a kilt and not a wetsuit. This is Gracie or Willow doing their abstract art. This is Alex leaning against a palm tree. And this is Brad on a skateboard. When Brad landed on the island, the music changed back to a Hawaiian melody. The girls danced off the stage while Alex showed Brad how to hula. In the audience, Amelia, Bedelia's father, took off his glasses and rubbed his eyes. Did I just see a Scotsman surf to Hawaii and learn how to hula? He whispered to Amelia, Bedelia's mother. With dance, anything's possible, dear, she said, patting his arm. The music changed back to bagpipes again, and now Brad taught Alex the Highland fling. They leaped over his skateboard, jumping back and forth with their hands in the air as though they were doing a sword dance. Then they both stood on the skateboard and whizzed off the stage together, Alex carrying the palm tree under his arm. This is everyone doing a dance on stage. And this is Amelia Bedelia's dad rubbing his eye with his glasses in his hand. Their dance had given the girls a chance to change costumes for the performance. The long pieces of blue cloth still on the stage were perfect for what was about to happen. Wanda stood up and moved to the center of the studio. The class dedicates this next dance to the ballet teacher, Madame Dansova, she said, nodding to the applauding audience. The students wanted to perform a pas de deux, which means a dance with two people. However, they had trouble reading the French term. Our choreographer thought it was Pass the Ducks, and so we like to think of this dance as the Ugly Duckling meets Swan Lake. Amelia, Bedelia, and Willow entered the studio first. They wore leotards with cardboard cutouts attached on either side. They looked like a bright yellow rubber ducky bathtub toy. Swimming side by side, they were very wide. Behind them came Alexandra, wearing a costume that, well, looked ugly. This looks like Brad and Alex. An ugly duckling plus swan equals what? 2 rubber ducky toys in a bathtub. And 3 people performing on stage. She kept trying to paddle past the 2 rubber ducks, but they wouldn't let her. Finally, she swam around them, heading toward the back wall. The duckies were so wide that the audience lost sight of her. When the 2 duckies parted, Alexandra had disappeared. Gracie, dressed as a gorgeous swan, had taken her place. The duckies dipped their heads as the swan passed between them. She was dancing on her tiptoes and points. Gracie smiled and fluttered her white feathery wings. The audience applauded and did not stop. Madame, who had started to laugh when Amelia, Bedelia, and Willow first appeared, had not stopped laughing the whole time. She stood and clapped the loudest. "Brava!" she yelled. "Brava!" As the 4 girls took their curtain call, Amelia, Bedelia, hampered by the cardboard ducky costume, bent too far forward. The bagel that had given shape to her fun rolled across the stage. These are the girls doing their dance. And this says, "Bravo, bravo." And this is Madame shouting, "Brava, brava," and one more "brava." "A bagel?" said Madame Dansova. "I said a bun, Miss Bedelia." Amelia Bedelia was glad that her hair was flopping in her face. It covered her blushing, bright red cheeks. This is everyone doing their dance, and Amelia Bedelia's bagel rolling off the stage. And this is her with her hair down in her ducky costume. Bye everyone, I'll read you chapter 13 tomorrow.